Welcome into this live broadcast of Missouri 8-Man football. We pride ourselves in providing the best possible coverage of all 44 teams that play 8-man football across the state of Missouri. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Mo8Man Football. Follow along as we highlight the best athletes and teams each and every week. We post everything from scores, schedules, standings, stats, rankings, history, and more. Now we take you live to a small school football field near you for our Missouri 8-Man football Game of the Week with Devin Albertson. That was the Pattonsburg band with the playing of our national anthem here from King City, Pattonsburg. I am Devin Albertson as we get ready for this Missouri 8-Man football Game of the Week between King City and Pattonsburg. Quick look at the media poll here, sponsored by Rain Physical Therapy. You can see King City there at number 6, Pattonsburg receiving votes. Down there, the second team out of the top 10 right now. Both teams undefeated, also undefeated this year. Rockport, Lockwood, Nottoway Valley, Northern Hardin Central, North Shelby, and Hughesville, along with Knox County. So those are the undefeated teams right now here in Missouri 8-Man football as we get ready for this action between King City and Pattonsburg. And they're doing starting lineups here. We're going to do a quick little break here. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and more football come up next on Missouri 8-Man football Facebook Live.
For almost 100 years, MFA Oil has put all our energy into energy by being the local fuel, propane, and lubricant solution that consistently delivers for people and businesses in this area. So if you need to keep your truck rolling, your home heated, or your farm equipment running like a well-oiled machine, give us a call because we're a company that's never idle and we're just down the road. MFA Oil. We live where you do. To find the MFA Oil location nearest you, visit mfaoil.com.
This broadcast is sponsored by Mike Hansen Seed and Crop Insurance. Located at 36309 State Highway H outside of Graham, Missouri, Hansen Seed distributes premium Pioneer seed and offers crop insurance to help local farmers protect their livelihoods against unpredictable events that threaten their crops. Contact Mike Hansen at 660-541-3908 or send Mike an email at mike.hansen@plantpioneer.com for more information. The Game of the Week is sponsored by Mike Hansen Seed and Crop Insurance. This broadcast is sponsored by KB Mechanical Services, LLC, your source for plumbing, heating, cooling, and septic systems in Greenfield, Missouri. With over 25 years of experience, KB Mechanical Services proudly serves Stockton Lake and the Ozarks. Contact Brett Lawler in Greenfield at 417-844-3071 for more information. Go Wildcats! The Game of the Week is sponsored by KB Mechanical Services, LLC. As we are back here to the starting lineups here at the state field, we are looking at them here as well for the visiting King City Wildcats. Starters on offense, number 2, a senior, Ryder Sample at receiver. Number 3, Tucker Molis, a senior at tight end. Starting at running back, number 5, another senior, Graham Metzger. Starting the offensive line, number 7, Josiah Shellhorn, another senior. Starting a junior and a receiver, number 10, Caden Wainscott. At quarterback, number 15, Landon Carlson. He's only a sophomore. And then the last two offensive line spots, the first one, a senior, number 18, Carter Mooney, and a sophomore, number 69, Paxton Maupin. So those are the starting lineup for King City on offense. For Pattonsburg, their starters on offense, we're going to start With their their best weapon on offense, number 3, Wyatt Mays plays receiver and running back here for the Panthers, along with quarterback number 7, Camden Griffith, a senior. I think Mays only a junior there for Pattonsburg. At number 7, quarterback Gage Fortner, a sophomore. At tight end, another sophomore, number 9, Drake Sperry. At receiver, a senior, number 27, Gavin Humphrey. And across the offensive line, 3 seniors here. Number 63, Colin Mason. Number 65, Andrew Craig. And number 99, Jace Estrada. And everything starts up front with Big 99 on offense and on defense, as he's the man in the middle of that defense who gives Pattonsburg some extra beef in the middle that's been kind of helping their defense improve dramatically this season, as Pattonsburg starting this year 5-0. No one really saw this start coming for Pattonsburg. As you look at their early season schedule, beat Platte Valley here on this field in week 1 by a touchdown, went to Mound City week 2 and beat them pretty good. It's 48-20. Mound City, that's their only loss of the season right now, before following up in GRC play with wins over North Andrew, Princeton, and at Stanberry. And North Andrew, a 2-win team right now. Princeton and Stanberry both winless, but still, only really anybody in the state really predicted a 5-0 start here for Pattonsburg. But here we are in week 6, as they get to play King City, who's also 5-0. Not the hardest schedule so far for the Wildcats. They've beaten Stewartsville, Osborne, and at DeKalb in their out-of-conference games, and then beat Albany, Stanberry, and Princeton all at home to start GRC play. This is their first road conference game, and it is October 3rd. So we're going to see how they do in their first road game since all the way back in week 2 when they went to DeKalb. They won that game, of course, 74-20. Looking at these two teams right now, we'll start with King City on the road here. Number 1 in points scored of the year, number 3 in points allowed. Again, outscoring teams by nearly 60 points a game right now. They are 6th in total offense, on just under 400 yards per game, but number 1 in total defense, only allowing 137 yards per contest right now. Pattonsburg, on the other hand, the number 6 scoring offense, 65 points per game. 1st in total in passing yards, over 300 yards a game. 2nd in total offense, a little over 460 yards per game. On defense, not quite as stout, 17th in points, 33 points per game, but 30th in points allowed with 338. Again, a lot of shootouts here for Pattonsburg as we look here. So again, this is a little bit of a intro to this game. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we will have, after the coin toss here, with 4.5 left to go in this free game here on Missouri 8-Man Football Facebook Live. This broadcast is sponsored by Finney Construction, located in Skidmore, Missouri. Finney Construction is your go-to place to buy, service, and install wood boilers and propane or natural gas boilers, as well as on-demand water heaters and radiant heating supplies. Contact Matt Finney at 816-383-1385 or visit the Finney Construction website at sunriseheatingboilers.com for more information. The game of the week is sponsored by Finney Construction. This season, success starts with a strong game plan. And at Sand Creek Farms, your Pioneer seed dealer, we know the playbook for big yields. For 75 years, we've been built on hard work, smart strategy, and the drive to win, just like our Thunder teams. Great seasons don't happen by chance, they're planted. Sand Creek Farms, Pioneer strong, Thunder proud. Call 660-254-1919 and let's grow the future together. Go Thunder. The game of the week is sponsored by Sand Creek Farms. This broadcast is sponsored by Cause Corner. Located at 200 East Nottoway Street in Oregon, make sure to stop by Cause Corner for gas, snacks, groceries, and beverages. Don't forget to grab a hot slice of Hunt Brothers Pizza before you hit the road. For more information, give Cause Corner a call at 660-445-2655. The game of the week is sponsored by Cause Corner. As we are back here in Pattonsburg for the game of the week, as we look here, the Panthers sending out their captains, number 3, Wyatt Mays, number 5, Camden Griffith, number 27, Gavin Humphrey, and number 63, Colin Mason. The captains for King City at quarterback, number 15, Landon Carlson. I saw number 5, that's Graham Metzger, their starting running back. Number 9, which is Colton Potter, a junior receiver. And looks like number 1 is also going to be Captain Day Jax Jundy, a sophomore running back for the Wildcats here. So plenty of captains here on both of these teams as we get ready for this ball game. And both coaches go back to their respective sideline on here. Also, plenty of media here today in Pattonsburg, as I see KQ2 with Brett is here for them. Brett Johnson, who does pictures around here around Gentry County, does a great job with those. And also Jeremy Benson of GRC.com. I also saw Clifton Grooms as well from the Cliff Notes podcast as well, taking photos on the sideline. So plenty of media here today for this undefeated matchup in the GRC. I think most people do think these two teams are slightly behind Worth County in the conference race right now. Again, both these teams sitting on top of the conference, though, both undefeated in conference play and overall 5-0. Worth County 3-0 in conference play, the 4-1 overall. The Panthers will receive the ball here first. They want to be on offense. Pattonsburg wanting to get on the border early. Again, this might be a long broadcast tonight, folks, so we're going to take it one play at a time and see what we can do here in this King City-Pattonsburg game. Should be a lot of fun. Been a lot of fireworks here again. Both these teams averaging over 65 points per game on the season. And Pattonsburg has had multiple high-scoring games here again. Their game so far this year, 52-46, 48-20, 74-42, 80-40, and then last week 72-19. So they do know how to put the points up in a hurry. And Pattonsburg, a spread offense, want to throw the ball all around the field. But this year, a little more balanced too. They put Mays in the backfield a little bit more and let him just hand the ball off to him, let him go to work there as well. So should be a lot of fun on here. So yeah, Brett Kennedy is the guy from KQ2 also shooting highlights. So you'll have highlights on KQ2 later tonight. But here, it looks like Aburn will have it teed up here for King City. Back deep for the Panthers will be Mays along with Griffith. Again, Griffith was our quarterback last year. They're going to put him back to receiver this year as a sophomore. Gage Fortner has been able to step up in the role of quarterback. He's had over 1,300 yards passing already this year through 5 weeks. He's been very good at quarterback for him. Thank you, Rain Physical Therapy, for looking forward to this one. Again, the Rain Physical Therapy media poll that we post every week. Thank you so much for sponsoring that. We have number 6 and number 12, technically receiving votes, Pattonsburg. King City, a little squib kick. Ball hits the ground. It's live. Ball still loose. And I think it went off of Pattonsburg and out of bounds. So it'll be Pattonsburg ball. Mays able to get to it and knock it out of bounds before King City can recover. It'll be 1st and 10 for Pattonsburg. Just across about the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Pattonsburg at their own 25. Shotgun for Fortner. Has 2 receivers out to the right. Tight end on the left side. 4-man front for King City. Handoff. Mays trying to get to the outside. He's going to break outside and get to the edge. Breaks one tackle but goes out of bounds. As that is Sample, I believe, running him out of bounds. Nope, sorry, Jundy with the stop. That's going to be a 10-yard run, though, up to the 35. That should be enough for a Pattonsburg first down. They will move the chains. First down, Pattonsburg. First play, a run play off the left side, able to bounce to the outside for a first down. And Pattonsburg wanting to go rather quickly here. Minute 12 to go in this first quarter. 2 receivers, 1 to each side. Another handoff to Mays. Goes right at the gut. He's got to run through a defensive player and fall forward for a gain of about 3. Shellhorn and Jundy on the stop for King City. Again, this King City defense going into today, the number 1 rush defense, only give up under 50 yards per game on the ground. But again, hasn't been the best competition. You got Stewartsville, DeKalb, Albany, Stanberry, Princeton. They did a good job shutting down those teams. Pattonsburg, a little bit different story. They're averaging over 160 yards per game on the ground so far this year. Fortner by himself, under some pressure, looking deep, has a man, and incomplete. He was looking for Humphrey. Sample in coverage that time. Had a blitz off the edge that time for King City. I believe it was Colton Potter coming off the edge, number 9. Nice blitz there for the Wildcats. Has it now in 3rd down and about 6 here. Well, maybe 7. Two receivers splits to the right, tight end on the left side. Fortner in the shotgun. Pitch, Mays, halfback pass. Hit while he throws. Has a man deep. It's going to be caught. Inside the 5. Humphrey makes the catch on Sample, and Pattonsburg is in business at the 4-yard line. Beautiful ball by Wyatt Mays, and Humphrey reels it in. And Pattonsburg is knocking on the doorstep here on their first drive, 1st and goal from the 4. Fortner by himself in the shotgun, 2 receivers stacked to each side. Back to pass, going to try to take off and run here. It's into the end zone, touchdown Pattonsburg. Fortner scores first from 4 yards out, and the quarterback keeper couldn't find anybody open myself. And Pattonsburg jumps up 6-0 on King City. First drive of the game for Pattonsburg ends in school points. We'll see what they do here on the 2-point conversion. Same formation as the touchdown here. 2 receivers stacked each side, in tight. And now he'll be sacked this time, as that's Potter coming off the edge with a big sack on the 2-point conversion. The 2-point is no good. Damage is done, though. Pattonsburg 6, King City 0, 9:45 to go in this first quarter on Missouri 8-Man Football, Facebook Live.
Attention welders and assemblers. Ever dream of a job so good it feels like it's from the future? Well, time travel to Altec Industries, where your future is now. Altec offers a shift differential, more bucks for your brilliant skills, along with futuristic benefits like top-notch medical and dental insurance, 3 weeks of paid vacation, tuition reimbursement, and an on-site health clinic. Don't get stuck in the past. Leap forward with Altec. Visit jobs.altec.com. That's jobs.altec.com to apply.
And last drive for Pattonsburg set up by the running back pass from Mays to Humphrey from about 40 yards, up the 4-yard touchdown run by Gage Fortner. Pattonsburg strikes first, up 6-0. Also an update here in Northwest Missouri. Not only Valley leads Platte Valley 6-0 in that game. Here a squib kick. Be taken by Sample inside the 15. Try to angle back left. Cuts it back, and he'll be slipped up inside across the 20 near the 25-yard line. Nice job by number 21. That's Bo Gibson on the stop. In that Donley Valley game, it was Braxton McGinnis to Snarley for a touchdown in the first minute of that game, and Donley Valley up 6-0 here. Just under 10 minutes to go in the first quarter, and it's 6-0 Pattonsburg. Carlson at quarterback. Pitch it outside to Metzger. Metzger has some room to run. Going to cut back to the right now. Up the left sideline. Be upended finally by Mays. But a big run there for King City off that left side. From the 24 all the way into Pattonsburg territory to the 36. Gain of 20 on the play. To the 36, sorry. Gain of 20 or so. There's going to be a 1st and 10 coming up here for the Wildcats. Again, starting quarterback Landon Carlson has 18 touchdowns and no interceptions this year. Also a basketball star. Sample, the receiver split out the right, is his favorite target so far. Metzger, the running back, had that last play. Now Metzger catches out the backfield, up the left side, up the sideline, still going, and finally going to knock down. First man there is number 23 for Pattonsburg, which is Riker Fortner. So another little pass there from Carlson to Metzger on that one. Get him involved in their passing game, sneak him out of the backfield. And King City is moving the ball at ease here, inside the 20, inside the red zone. 2 running backs in the backfield with Carlson. Little option play, Metzger, handoff, left side. He'll be smothered this time. Not much going. First man there, big old number 99, Jace Estrada with the stop. Pretty sure Estrada's going to shoe in for an all-conference defensive lineman. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 coming up for Pattonsburg. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, tight on the left side. Metzger in the backfield with Carlson. And Carlson's going to keep it himself. Tries to get to the outside. He'll be tripped up and stopped by multiple Panthers. That's all 9-3 and 27 there. That's going to be Sperry, Mays, and Humphrey on the stop that time for Pattonsburg. 3rd down and about 8 or so. It's a short 8 or a long 7 here for King City. Got 2 tries to get it here. Receiver on the right side here is number 10, Wayne Scott. Back to pass. Carlson under pressure. Looking and trying to get to Metzger and incomplete. Nice blitz that time by Humphrey. And it's going to bring up 4th down for King City. So 4th and 10 upcoming here for King City on their first drive of the game. And Pattonsburg scored on their first drive. So we'll see what Coach Shiflett has cooked up on this 4th down for King City. Again, first-year head coach for the Wildcats, taking over from Micah Breckenridge. 5-0 in his first year so far. Carlson looks over the middle. It's going to be caught by Sample, and that should be enough for a first down as he is down to about the 4. When in doubt, target right or Sample here for King City. The Sample, senior here for King City, also an excellent baseball player. Saw that firsthand last year. Here, a little T formation. Handoff Sample makes one man miss in the backfield. Will not get away from the next 3, though. Nice job by Pattonsburg. No gain on the play. 2nd down and goal coming up for the Wildcats. So 2nd down and 10 coming up for King City. Ball is at the 4 on the right hash. Tight end on the right side. Sample split out to the left with Wayne Scott. Carlson keeps it himself. He'll be swallowed up by multiple Panthers. Good job. I think Sperry was the first man there along with Colin Mason for the Panthers. And they'll lose a yard back to the 6. So lose 2 yards. 3rd and goal coming up from the 6-yard line now for King City. Pattonsburg defense looking to hold here on a big stop. 3rd down and 6. 3rd and goal from the 6 coming up here for King City. Sample split out wide to be covered by number 5 Griffith for Pattonsburg. You're going to bring Sample in motion. Carlson keeps it himself, and he'll go into the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown, King City. Landon Carlson from 6 yards out. So quarterbacks scoring instead of the red zone for both teams here. That makes it King City 6, Pattonsburg 6 here on Missouri 8-Man Football Facebook Live. We'll see what King City does here on this 2-point try to get their first lead of the game. And Pattonsburg was unsuccessful as Fortner was sacked on the 2-point try. Here again from the 3. Carlson looking, going to take off now, and he's going to stroll in for the 2-point conversion as King City goes up 8-6. So King City 8, Pattonsburg 6. First quarter still here with 5:55 to go in the first. We'll take a timeout here on Missouri 8-Man Football Facebook Live. This Missouri 8-Man Football Facebook Live broadcast is brought to you by Cotton Body Shop, LLC. Complete collision repair and restoration at 204 West Georgia Street in Oregon, Missouri. The Cotton Body Shop has served the Oregon community since 1961. Everything from diamond paints, aluminum body repair, unibody and frame repair, and pro spot welding. Call Troy Cotton today at 660-446-2008 or check them out online at cottonbodyshopllc.com. And we are back here, 8-6 lead for King City with 5:55 to go in the first quarter. Kicked by Aburn. Can be taken by Humphrey near the 20. Angling to the left, trying to get the outside. He will for a second, still inbounds, and he step out of bounds now. As I believe that was number 4. Boone got just enough of him to force him to step out of bounds. So, good position here for Pattonsburg, just across the 25 to about the 27-yard line, 1st and 10. Update from Northeast Missouri, North Shelby and Northwest Hughesville in a battle of ranked teams there. North Shelby strikes first, up 8-0 on Hughesville off a cool Browning 2-yard touchdown. Nottoway Valley now up 12-0 on Platte Valley. Fortner looking, and it's going to be caught. Carlson all over the receiver. And catching his Hamden Griffith through the contact. I believe we're going to have a penalty on King City. They're going to decline the penalty, though, I believe. Be 2nd down and 2. Holding is the call against King City. So you have to take the passing yardage, take the penalty, make it 1st and 5. We'll see what Pattonsburg decides to do here. And they will take the penalty yardage to leave it as 1st down. Again, heck of a catch by Griffith through contact. So 1st and 10 coming up here for Pattonsburg. It'd be 1st and 10 here. Sorry. Thinking NFL rules for a second. That's my bad. So 1st and 10 into King State territory, the 33. Fortner back to pass. Under pressure. Looking deep. Right side. It's caught. Touchdown. As that is Camden Griffith, the senior, with a long touchdown reception of 33 yards. And Pattonsburg going deep once again, able to get on King City in the secondary. And a touchdown for the Panthers. They come strike right back and retake the lead. So 12-6 here, Pattonsburg. Or 12-8. 4:58 to go in this first quarter. They almost took a minute off the clock there with that touchdown. But here, Fortner and Mays in the backfield. Little option play at the left side. Get it out to Mays. Trying to get to the pylon. And he is in. Sneaks it in for 2. Pattonsburg gets the full 8 points on that drive. That makes it 14-8. Pattonsburg will take a timeout. Be back with more football next on Missouri 8-Man Football Facebook Live.
This broadcast is sponsored by Wilbanks Farms, located in Hughesville, Missouri. Seth Wilbanks is an avid supporter of the Northwest Hughesville Mustangs and 8-man football throughout the state of Missouri. The game of the week is sponsored by Wilbanks Farms, Hughesville, Missouri. Go Mustangs.
And we are back here. 2 drives for Pattonsburg and 2 touchdowns. Rockport already up early versus DeKalb, 24-0 Blue Jays. And I think Rockport, I got a text here, has run 1 offensive play and is up 24-0. Pick 6 and a kickoff return touchdown there for Rockport to give them the early lead against DeKalb. Deep kick here taken by Sample inside the 10. Trying to roll up the right side, has some room. Sample in the open field, cuts it back across the 30 near midfield. Another update here, first quarter in Oric. Wellington Napoleon leading the home Bearcats 16-0 early in that one. So Wellington trying to get their second I-70 divisional win of the year. And quick pass out to the outside. Swung down by Griffith. Sample with the catch. No gain on the play. First quarter early. Liberal up 6-0 on number 2 Lockwood. Still early on that one. Probably one of the few times Lockwood has trailed this season. The number 2 team in the state. And Carlson keeps it himself. Breaks one tackle. Still going. Cuts to the left side. To the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Fumbled the ball. Ball came loose. I think Pattonsburg came away with it. Trying to wait for an official call here. Ball was recovered in the end zone. And it's a touchback, Pattonsburg football. As Carlson going to the end zone, lost control of it and fumbled. Recovered by Pattonsburg. And it's going to be their ball at the 15. A huge turnover. And Pattonsburg has the football. So Pattonsburg 2 for 2 on their touchdown drives. King City with a turnover here. And Pattonsburg can open up a lead here at home. King City's got to buckle up here and get some stops on defense. You know Pattonsburg going to keep putting the points on the scoreboard if you let them. One receiver split out to the left. It's Humphrey. One to the right inside is Griffith. Fortner in the shotgun with Mays. Handoff. Mays up the middle. He'll be stood up. Going to push the pile forward, though, across the 15 up to about the 17 or 18-yard line. Gave a couple. We'll call it 2nd and 7 here for the Panthers. He gets to the 25 for a first. Two receivers split to the left. Looks like it's Griffith and Humphrey. Fortner's going to send Humphrey in motion. Quick pass to the flat to Humphrey, and Sample's all over it as Tim and Wainscott shove him out of bounds for a short gain. Update first quarter, it is Greenfield and Jasper. Greenfield trailing 6-8 first quarter. So no gain on that one. Also an update, Wellington goes up 24-0 on Oric early in that one. So right now the Tigers all over the Bearcats there in Oric in an I-70 matchup. Looking deep, Fortner unloading. Looking deep for Humphrey. Flag comes out for pass interference. Sample and Humphrey got tangled up. King City's coaching staff does not like the call, but it was a lot of contact going up that sideline. And that will be a pass interference against King City. Updated again from Graham. Nottoway Valley all over Platte Valley. 18-0 in that one. Still first quarter. Lockwood takes an 8-6 lead on Liberal. It is a pass interference against King City, and that'll be an automatic first down for the Panthers. So we'll see if Pattonsburg, again, off the turnover here, get a big pass interference there on third down. Fortner, back to pass, looking to the flat for Griffith. He'll be swung out of bounds by Carlson after a short gain of about 4 or 5. We'll call it 4 here, I believe. We'll make it 2nd down and 6. Well, the last touchdown from Nottoway Valley was McGinnis to Hoyt for a long touchdown. It was. Looks like the defensive player fell down. And if that happens against Ty Hoyt, he's going to score. Another penalty against Kings. I didn't see that when they're checking other scores from around the state. So we'll see what Pattonsburg has here. Two penalties against King City back-to-back. Here, Fortner looking deep and incomplete. Another flag coming down here. I thought I saw a flag down. There is a flag down. Sorry, I can't see over the Pattonsburg players on the sideline. This might be defensive holding here. There were a lot of grabbing there as Griffith's trying to get into his route. It's a hold against King City. Also an update from South Holt. They're up 14-0 on Stewartsville Osborne. Still 5 minutes to go in that first quarter in Oregon. So 3 straight plays, 3 straight penalties against King City. Here with just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. 14-8 Pattonsburg with the ball here, trying to add to their lead now just outside the red zone at the 22. King City looking to blitz here. Mays Carry, right side, gets to the edge, and he goes out of bounds near the first down. Gain of about 7 on the play. So we'll see what Pattonsburg has here. Fortner in the shotgun with Mays beside him. Looking deep, and it's going to be nearly intercepted by Sample. Looking for Humphrey. Sample all over at that time. No flags this time down. Third down and 3 coming up for Pattonsburg. Also, in the first quarter, Archie 6, Drexel 0. That is going into the seconds. They're in Drexel. Here, third down and 3 for Pattonsburg. And get some movement up front. Offsides against the defense. King City keeps shooting themselves in the foot here on this defensive possession. That's the 4th penalty of this drive. I think all 4 have given Pattonsburg a first down here. So just nothing sharp so far for this King City defense. Really struggling. And Rockport now up 32-0 on DeKalb. Still first quarter. Here we got 1:15 to go in the first. Pattonsburg trying to add on to their lead. First and goal from the 10. Mace. Right side. Bounced off a man, goes out of bounds. That's Jundy with the stop. As Mays just gets to the edge there, he's up to the 4, gain of 6 in the play. Second and goal from the 4 coming up for Pattonsburg. Two receivers splits to the right. Almost want to see a option to the left here possibly for Pattonsburg. There's be a pitch out to the left side, and he'll be stuffed immediately. A blitz there by King City, as that is number 18 on the stop. That's Cooper Mooney, the senior, coming up from his defensive end position and sniffing out that sweep on the outside. I believe Jasper up 16-6 on Greenfield after 1. Big District 1 battle there in the South. And looking here, it's going to be third and goal from about the 10 here for Pattonsburg. One receiver to the left, one in tight on the right side. Back to pass, under some pressure. Finds Mays out of the backfield, and he'll have a completion. There's a flag that came out by the quarterback, thrown by the white hats. Face mask against King City. The King City coaching staff not happy right now. Should be a replay of the down, I believe. It should just be third and goal from the 5. Yep, so the play does not count. Third and goal from the 5 after the penalty. End of 1 in Knox County. They're up 16-0 on Paris. Nice start there for the Eagles. Here, third and 5. Fortner, back to pass, looking, end zone. Caught! Touchdown! What a catch! Camden Griffith, couldn't tell who the number was from this far away, but Griffith with another touchdown reception, and Pattonsburg goes up 20-8 on King City. Little back shoulder pass in the red zone. Good for a touchdown. Again, the big score I just said there a minute ago. Paris, who's 4-1, visiting 5-0 Knox County, who's also like Pattonsburg on the outside looking into the media poll. 16-0 after the first quarter for Knox County. Also into the first, North Andrew trailing Albany 13-6. Two receivers each side. Fortner by himself in the shotgun. Going to bring a man in motion. A little quick pass to Humphrey, trying to get to the edge. And he's going to be in for the 2-point conversion. And Pattonsburg doing whatever they want to on offense here. Makes it 22-8. Take a timeout here on Missouri 8-man football with 10 seconds to go in this first quarter.
For almost 100 years, MFA Oil has put all our energy into energy by being the local fuel, propane, and lubricant solution that consistently delivers for people and businesses in this area. So if you need to keep your truck rolling, your home heated, or your farm equipment running like a well-oiled machine, give us a call because we're a company that's never idle and we're just down the road. MFA Oil. We live where you do. To find the MFA Oil location nearest you, visit mfaoil.com.
And we are back here, a 2-touchdown lead for Pattonsburg, 22-8 after that touchdown pass from Fortner to Griffith. Humphrey had the 2-point conversion on a little shovel pass. And kick deep here to Metzger, taking around the 5-yard line. Metzger trying to go to the right side. He'll be stuffed. Big tackle. Camden Griffith having himself a ball game. Another update, Jasper up 22-6 on Greenfield now. Could be a big win for Jasper to secure that 2 seed already down there in District Number 1. Also an update we had from Graham, Nottoway Valley all over Platte Valley, 26-0, late first quarter in that one, and Graham is getting late early for Platte Valley. Here, 2.3 seconds to go in the first quarter, 22-8 Pattonsburg, and also Rockport rolling versus DeKalb, 40-0, still first quarter. Metzger, run up the middle, and he'll be stuffed. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Pattonsburg, 22. King City, 8. Second quarter action. We'll have a 2nd and 8 coming up after that on Missouri 8-Man Football, Facebook Live.
This broadcast is sponsored by Mike Hansen Seed and Crop Insurance. Located at 36309 State Highway H outside of Graham, Missouri, Hansen Seed distributes premium Pioneer seed and offers crop insurance to help local farmers protect their livelihoods against unpredictable events that threaten their crops. Contact Mike Hansen at 660-541-3908 or send Mike an email at mike.hansen@plantpioneer.com for more information. The game of the week is sponsored by Mike Hansen Seed and Crop Insurance.
And as we are back here, and just looking here, another update here. Princeton up 28-13 on Stanberry. Still in the first quarter in that one. Again, here, second quarter action in Pattonsburg. And Carlson keeps up the middle. He'll be upended by a Panther defender. Didn't have the camera all the way over there. That's my apologies. But this will bring up 3rd down and a half a yard or so for King City. We'll see. That marker is right at the first down. They're going to say it's just a little bit short. 3rd and half a yard coming up here for the Wildcats. Again, Princeton just is up 28-13, still first quarter over Stanberry. Shotgun here for Carlson. Handoff, Metzger. And he's going to have enough for a first, it looks like here. Swung to the ground by Mays. He's right at the first down marker. And they will move the chains. First down and 10 for the Wildcats. First quarter, Norbert Hardin Central all over Slater right now, 24-0. Thank you to Amanda Hughes for the reply on that one, for the update for the Aggies. Carlson, handoff, Metzger, and he'll be stuffed. No gain on the play. That's number 18 on the stop that time. Alex Young, the senior, with the stop for Pattonsburg. Updates. Early second quarter between Sweet Springs and St. Paul Lutheran. Sweet Springs up 14-6 in the second on that one. Here, Carlson, back to pass. Looking. Has a man. It's going to be caught. Still going. That's Potter, I believe. There is a flag down. Right about where he caught it. So wait for that flag to come out. Yeah, that's Potter with the catch. Potter, a junior for King City. Holding against Pattonsburg was the call. They're going to decline that penalty. It'll be a first down for the Wildcats with a big pass completion from Carlson to Potter. Again, 22-8 Pattonsburg. King City trying to get a touchdown here to cut into this deficit. Carlson looking deep, has a man. Incomplete. There is a lot of contact, though, and it looks like it's going to be a penalty against Pattonsburg here. Very similar to the pass play earlier to Humphrey. I see two flags down, one back near the 15, another one down at the 5-yard line. I think one might be holding, one might be pass interference. So a twofer. Only can count one of them, though. Incomplete pass, but like King City should have a first down. The refs are going to talk about it real quick with 10 minutes to go in this first half. Here comes the white hat. Pass interference against Pattonsburg, and that will be a first down for the Wildcats. Again, a lot of contact downfield on a lot of these pass plays for both teams. Another update, Wellington all over Oric, 32-0 in that one, still first quarter. Carlson looking, Potter, caught, touchdown King City. And King City responds right back. 22-14 is the updated score here with 9:39 to go in the second quarter. So just like we all thought, you'll be here, you're in Pattonsburg, you're going to see lots of touchdowns here tonight. Update, Lockwood, after being down 6-0, has scored 24 consecutive points against Liberal. Now lead 24-0 over the Bulldogs. So here we go. The two-point try coming up next. Carlson rolls to his right, stops, cuts back up, and he'll be hit and stuffed for a loss. Mays with a sack. Two-point try is no good, and we'll keep the score here at 22-14 with 9:26 to go in the first half here on Missouri 8-Man Football Facebook Live.
This broadcast is sponsored by KB Mechanical Services, LLC, your source for plumbing, heating, cooling, and septic systems in Greenfield, Missouri. With over 25 years of experience, KB Mechanical Services proudly serves Stockton Lake and the Ozarks. Contact Brett Lawler in Greenfield at 417-844-3071 for more information. Go Wildcats. The game of the week is sponsored by KB Mechanical Services, LLC.
As we are back here, under 7 minutes to go in the second quarter, Knoxville leads 16-0 over Paris. Knox has scored a couple long touchdowns. Other than that, Paris defense holding them in check. Paris' offense struggling to go so far, according to Chris Willingham, reporter up there in Northeast Missouri. Ball bounces to the 20, taken to the 15 by Pattonsburg. Trying to roll off to the right side is Griffith. Has some open field to the 30, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Pattonsburg. 60-yard touchdown return by Pattonsburg, and they score right back. 28-14. Pattonsburg leads here with 9:10 to go in the first half. Update to Jeremy Baker here. Into the first quarter, Worth County up 22-6 on St. Joseph Christian. It's a 2-point try coming here for Pattonsburg. They've gotten 2 of their first 3 here. We'll see what they do here. Rockport up 48-0. Fortner, keeper, off the left side. He'll be stuffed short on there. A flag did come out, but kind of in the area of holding. We'll see what the call is. Nottoway Valley up 32-0 on Platte Valley. Second quarter in that one now. Offense stay on the field here. We'll see what the call is. Face mask against King City. Harris scores against Knox. And it's 16-8. Harris trails Knox County. Princeton Stanberry goes to the second quarter. 2-point try coming here for Pattonsburg. Fortner looking to the end zone. Caught. 2-point conversion is good. That's Humphrey with the catch. And Pattonsburg now 3 of 4 on 2-point conversions. They lead 30-14. We'll take a timeout here with 9:10 to go in the first half. Pattonsburg 30, King City 14.
This broadcast is sponsored by Finney Construction, located in Skidmore, Missouri. Finney Construction is your go-to place to buy, service, and install wood boilers and propane or natural gas boilers, as well as on-demand water heaters and radiant heating supplies. Contact Matt Finney at 816-383-1385 or visit the Finney Construction website at sunriseheatingboilers.com for more information. The game of the week is sponsored by Finney Construction.
As we're back here after kickoff return by Pattonsburg, they'll kick it back to King City to the ever-dangerous Ryder Sample. Ball's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 for King City coming at their own 15. A couple of scores that came in during the break there. North Shelby takes a 16-0 lead on Northwest Hughesville second quarter. Knox leading Paris 16-8. Nottoway Valley up on Platte Valley 32-0. Worth County up on Cedar Christian 22-6. Princeton up 34-13 on Stanberry. One of those teams getting their first win of the season tonight. And Rockport was up 48-0 second quarter, I believe, versus DeKalb. So here comes King City. Ball at the 15. Carlson avoids pressure. Still rolling here, and he'll be sacked now. Avoided one guy, avoided 2. Couldn't avoid the 3rd. Big sack for Pattonsburg to start this drive. Also an update. Albany leads North Andrew 13-6 after the first quarter. And Southwold was up 14-0 on Stewartsville Osborne early on there in Oregon. Also, we told Archie and Drexel are playing. Archie was up 6-0. It was still first quarter action there. Lockwood now up 34-6 on Liberal, scoring 34 consecutive points. Carlson looking, has Metzger. A lot of room off the left side, and he's going to cut it back here. Going to be tackled by Griffith right around the 40. It's a huge gain, and a gain for a first. Wonder if they will go back and watch that on film, and you want number 18, Cooper Mooney, maybe to pick up Griffith of the block there instead of running ahead, but still a huge game there for King City. Get the ball to running back out of the backfield. Metzger, the big gainer. And 34-13, Princeton all over Stanberry early on. That game over in Princeton. Carlson the shotgun again. Metzger to his right. Going to bring Sample in motion. Fake the Sample. Out to Metzger on the outside. Gets to the edge. Up the sideline. To the 20. To the 15. To the 10. To the 5. Touchdown, King City. Make it about a 40-yard touchdown run for Graham Metzger. And we have more points here in Pattonsburg. As that makes it 30 to 20 here. King City needs this 2-point conversion to make it a one-score game here in this first quarter with 7:42 to go in the quarter. Two-point try coming here for the Wildcats. Under center is Carlson. An unbalanced line off to the right side. Handoff. Metzger up the middle, and he's going to bounce in for the 2-point conversion. And that makes it a one-score game again. 30 to 22. Pattonsburg leads here with 7:38 to go here in the first half.
This broadcast is sponsored by Finney Construction, located in Skidmore, Missouri. Finney Construction is your go-to place to buy, service, and install wood boilers and propane or natural gas boilers, as well as on-demand water heaters and radiant heating supplies. Contact Matt Finney at 816-383-1385 or visit the Finney Construction website at sunriseheatingboilers.com for more information. The game of the week is sponsored by Finney Construction.
So far, our Week 6 game of the week has not failed to entertain. 30 to 22 lead for Pattonsburg. 4 drives for the Panthers, 4 touchdowns, including 3 2-point conversions here. A little pooch kick. Ball still loose near the 20 and finally be taken down. Big tackle by number 6 for King City. That is Carter Heinrich, the junior. And Pattonsburg going to start inside their own 20. Back to the 15. The 1st and 10 coming up for Pattonsburg. So after the 40-yard touchdown run by Metzger, King City still looking for their first defensive stop of the game. Again, Pattonsburg's only stop until they forced a fumble before Carlson's crossed the end zone for a touchdown. So neither one of these teams has really stopped the other. We've had one fluke turnover. Other than that, it's been back and forth touchdowns. Fortner looking deep for Griffith. And incomplete. A flag does come down, though. King City coaching staff not happy with that flag call. I was looking for Griffith on the right sideline on the go route. Also an update, Orick gets a touchdown against Wellington Napoleon. Wellnap still up 32-6. Pass interference against King City. And Pattonsburg has the ball already up to the 30-yard line. Fortner, back to pass. Looking deep, incomplete, and another flag comes out. As Carlson sticking with Griffith here, and another flag comes out. That's got to be the 8th penalty against the secondary for King City so far in this first half. See if it's going to be a hold or a pass interference. It's going to be a hold against King City. And we're going to have a timeout by King City to talk things over here. We'll take 1-2 with 7:04 to go in the first half. Pattonsburg 30, King City 22 here on Missouri 8-Man Football, Facebook Live.
This season, success starts with a strong game plan. And at Sand Creek Farms, your Pioneer seed dealer, we know the playbook for big yields. For 75 years, we've been built on hard work, smart strategy, and the drive to win, just like our Thunder teams. Great seasons don't happen by chance, they're planted. Sand Creek Farms, pioneer strong, Thunder proud. Call 660-254-1919 and let's grow the future together. Go Thunder. The Game of the Week is sponsored by Sand Creek Farms.
If we look at the conference standings here right now, King City and Pattonsburg both 3-0, 5-0 overall. Worth County also 3-0 on here. Let's look at the GRC standings right now. You look at the 275, the conference right next door. You have Nottoway Valley and Rockport both 3-0, 5-0 overall. Mountain City at 3-0, 4-1. Their only loss to these Pattonsburg Panthers on here. So we'll see what happens going the rest of the way. But right now we're back with football as we have a first down and 10. The chains are incorrect on here. We're getting those set up and corrected here after the timeout. Ball is at the 40. First and 10 for Pattonsburg after back-to-back penalties. Pass interference and holding against Carlson for King City. Mays, handoff. Up the middle. He'll be tackled in the backfield. I believe that's Boone, the first man there for King City. And Boone and Potter on the stop for the Wildcats. The loss of 5 there. As soon as Mays got that ball, was immediately swarmed by the King City defense. Second down and 15 coming up for the Panthers. Shotgun here for Fortner. Quick pass out of the backfield, deflected. Wayne Scott in coverage. But that ball was deflected by number 9, Potter. A couple of juniors combining for the stop. Another update, Stanberry and Pattonsburg. Sorry, Princeton and Stanberry. Princeton up 34-19. Still second quarter. Again, 4-man front here for King City trying to get after the quarterback. Mays is the tailback. Looking for Humphrey and incompletes. Sampling coverage, diving attempt. This will bring up 3rd and long for Pattonsburg. Another update from Wellington and Oric. It's been all Wellington on that one. 38-6. Should be second quarter now there in Oric. But Wellnap with a big lead over their I-70 rival. Again, Appleton City up 32-0 on Osceola. Second quarter action there in Osceola. Home with some great cheese. Made many stops there in my travels around the state. 4th and 15 coming here for Pattonsburg. They don't punt often. They're not going to here. Fortner looking, has a man, caught by Griffith, and he'll be taken down by Jundy and Carlson. 4th and 15, they pick up 20. And a Pattonsburg player is down on the play. It's Griffith. Flag down and a player down. It is Griffith down on the play right now for Pattonsburg. While they figure that out, we're going to take a quick timeout here at Missouri 8-Man Football with just under 6 minutes to go in this first half.
This broadcast is sponsored by Cause Corner. Located at 200 East Nottoway Street in Oregon, make sure to stop by Cause Corner for gas, snacks, groceries, and beverages. Don't forget to grab a hot slice of Hunt Brothers Pizza before you hit the road. For more information, give Cause Corner a call at 660-445-2655. The Game of the Week is sponsored by Cause Corner.
I believe Griffith got up under his own power there, so he should be fine. There is a flag down at the end of that play. We'll see what it officially is for here. Here comes the white hat with the official call. Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against King City. So first down anyways, and then you're going to tack on 15 more for the penalty. Another update, players been kicked out. Is that Carlson they kicked out? They just kicked out King City's quarterback. King City wants an explanation here. As King City's quarterback, Landon Carlson, just got ejected. I didn't see anything at the end of that play. But King City just lost their quarterback. Holy smokes. I don't know what happened there. That's a huge play, though. King City just lost their quarterback for the rest of the game, down 8. Fortner, back to pass. Going to roll to his right. Looking for the end zone. It's nearly intercepted, incomplete. King City's coaching staff still wants an explanation. We're playing on here. Also, another update here as this game moves on. Nottoway Valley up 40-0 on Pattonsburg. I'm sorry, in Platte Valley, second quarter there. So Nottoway Valley all over Platte Valley right now. Pass over the middle, incomplete, looking for Griffith. Weird energy right now on this 3rd and 10 coming up here for Pattonsburg. I think everyone here is kind of shocked. They actually kicked him out. Again, couldn't quite see exactly what happened. Oric scores now down 30-12 to Wellington Napoleon. But here, 3rd and 10 for Pattonsburg. Fortner in the shotgun. Fortner looking, end zone for Humphrey. Incomplete. Flag down in the backfield. Jasper scores down 28-12 to Jasper. Archie up 18-6 on Drexel, second quarter. The penalties on Pattonsburg is right now it's a 4th and 10. We'll see what the call is here. Holding against Pattonsburg. They're going to accept the penalty to make it 3rd and 20. Fortner looking deep for Griffith. Incomplete. Knocked away at the last moment by Jundy. Looking for Griffith in the end zone. We'll bring up 4th down. I just got a text message. They said Carlson threw a punch, but it looked like to me he was going for the football, trying to punch the football out, and they ejected him for trying the peanut punch there. Someone has headlights up near the football field. So now we're going to stop here and wait for people to figure out to turn their headlights off. We're at a football game. This is small school. Sideline warning against Pattonsburg is the call. Fourth and 15. Fortner, back to pass, going to scramble. And he's going to get hit, sideline out of bounds, and turnover on downs. Jundy comes up, makes the stop. We'll see what King City does at quarterback now. It's halftime in Graham. Nottoway Valley up 40-0 on Platte Valley. Again, Battle of the Valley going all to the Thunder so far in that one. And King City, I think, is going to call a timeout to figure out their quarterback situation here. But a big stop by the King City defense. Going to need a few more of those today with your quarterback being out. We'll keep it here for a second. Look at some scores from around the state. Last update we had, Worth County over St. Joe Christian 22-6 after 1. North Andrew trailing Albany 13-6 after 1. Princeton up on Stanbury mid-second quarter 34-19. Just got an update from Rockport. They're up 70-0 first half against DeKalb. Nottoway Valley up 40-0 at halftime over Platte Valley. Nothing yet from EA Mound City update-wise, but we knew that South Holt was up 14-0 still first quarter over Stewartsville. In the WeMo, Archie over Drexel 18-6. Appleton over Osceola 32-0. Lockwood over Liberal 34-6. And Jasper leads Greenfield 34-12. As they're going to put Sample in at quarterback with Metzger in the backfield with him. And Metzger, handoff, right side, breaks one tackle. Gonna have enough, goes out of bounds, just short of the first down marker. 5:13 to go in the first half. Thank you, Jerry Baker. The update, 38-6. St. Worth County over St. Joe Christian right now, second quarter. Knox County now up on Paris 24-8. Sample keeps it this time off the right side, and he's going to have enough for a first down, gets ridden out of bounds. Needed 2, gained like 2.5. Thank you to Stephanie, says EA 14, Mound City 28. Pace definitely at Mound City's pace in that one. I believe that's second quarter between the Wolves and the Panthers. And again, Knox County up 24-8 at half over Paris. Again, Paris lost by a touchdown last week against North Shelby. Knox County also undefeated, opening up a 2-touchdown lead at halftime over the Coyotes. Metzger run off the right side, and he'll get across the 30, gain of a couple. And Wellington up 44-12 on Oric. Again, 70-0 Rockport over DeKalb right now, late first half in DeKalb. Here, just under 5 minutes to go in the first half, 8-point lead for the Panthers. Also at halftime, North Shelby 16, Northwest Hughesville 0. Top 10 matchup there in Shelbyville. Flag came out. I don't know if King City was fully set there at the snap. Nope, offsides against the defense. Someone from Pattonsburg was lined up over the line of scrimmage, and in high school football, automatic play stoppage on here. So a free 5 yards for the Wildcats. Should be second and about a 1 here. 1 or 2. Second and short coming up for King City. 4:20 to go in this first half. Receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Option play, Sample keeps it. Ball's out, fumble. I believe Pattonsburg has it. And they do. No official call from the White Hat yet. 65 recovers it. Face mask, though, against Pattonsburg, going to wipe it out. As Andrew Craig, I believe, recovered it for Pattonsburg. But it'll be for naught, as that face mask penalty against Pattonsburg will give King City a free first down. 4:09 to go in the first half. King City driving here. Again, update, they have Rito Sample in at quarterback with Landon Carlson on the sideline after his ejection. Sample in the shotgun. Sample off the right side. Trying to get to the edge. It does, and gets swung out of bounds. Also at halftime, Archie, 26-6 over DeKalb, over Drexel. Well, halftime score up there, down in Drexel. Also, second quarter, another update here. Lockwood all over Liberal, 49-6. 49 consecutive points for the Tigers in that one as they've opened up a big lead against Liberal. Second quarter now in that one. First and 10 coming here for King City. Sample and Metzger in the backfield. Jundy slot right. Metzger up the guts. He gets across the 20, up to about the 18, gain of 4 on the play. 3:45 left in this opening half. So second and 6 coming up here for King City. Sample keeps it right side. Humphrey with a tackle for loss. Back for a 1. Also, the update, Stanbury's climbing back in it. Now down 34-25 to Princeton. Still first half. Battle of Tigers and Bulldogs. Third down and about 6 coming up for the Wildcats. As you hear, Timmy Trumpets being played here at Pattonsburg. Calling for a big third down stop. One receiver split out to each side. Sample. Pass. Wainscott catches it but falls down. Short of the marker. 4th and 1 coming up here for King City. Thank you to Ryan Jones. Halftime. Albany 27. North Andrews 6. That is at the half. 4th down and 1 coming up now for King City. We'll see what they can do here. Thank you, Ryan Jones and Albany TV, for confirming that out. Albany halftime score, 27-6 over North Andrew. Could be a big win for the Warriors. Be their second win of the year. Sample in the shotgun. Nobody in the backfield with him. Gets hit in the backfield, and he's going to have enough for a first down, though. Extra effort by Ryder Sample. Be enough for a King City first down. Got hit in the backfield by Pattonsburg. I believe that was number 63. Colin Mason, the senior, couldn't quite bring him down. So first and goal from the 8.5 here for King City. Sample, hand off to Metzger, and flag does come out. 1:26 to go in this first half. Flags are down. See what the call is. No indication yet. White Hat talking it over. Flag came from the far side. No flag on the play. Loss of a yard back to the 10. Maybe 2. We'll bring up second and goal. Big set of possessions, set of downs here for King City. Quick pass to the outside. New quarterback in here for King City. That is Isaac King, the junior. Looking for Wainscott. They can say the ball was dropped. Third and goal from the 10. Coming up now for King City. Again, Carlson out for King City. Last defensive possession, he was ejected for quote-unquote throwing a punch. Didn't see much of a punch. Like he was going for the ball for like a peanut punch situation. But they ejected him anyways. Third and goal from outside the 10. 1:21 to go in this first half. King City down a touchdown. Sample keeps it. He'll be hit in the backfield by multiple Panthers and lose a couple back to the 14. They're going to mark him at the 13-yard line. So 4th and goal from the 13. 4th and goal are going to be a timeout. King City, their final of the first half. Again, King City needs a touchdown here. King City will get the ball first to start the second half, though. We're keeping it here for the moment. Second quarter, Appleton 38, Osceola 6 on here. So big play come up here. 4th and goal from the 13 for King City. Pattonsburg defense trying to hold strong. And of course, that Carlson ejection, not good for right now, but also they will miss him for next week, too, against North Andrew. Here comes a pass back to King to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Little reverse pass here to Isaac King. Finds Tucker Molis for the touchdown. And King City pulls within 2. So a big play here for King City to try to make this a tie ball game right before halftime. It's still, again, 55 seconds to go in this first half. Plenty of time for Pattonsburg to go down and score if they need to. DeKalb finally scores down 70-6 to Rockport. King rolls to his right, under pressure. Going to try to go left, and he's going to be taken down by multiple Panthers. Pattonsburg retains the lead. 55 seconds to go in the first half. Pattonsburg 30, King City 28 here on Missouri 8-Man Football, Facebook Live.
Attention welders and assemblers. Ever dream of a job so good it feels like it's from the future? Well, time travel to Altech Industries, where your future is now. Altech offers a shift differential, more bucks for your brilliant skills, along with futuristic benefits like top-notch medical and dental insurance, 3 weeks of paid vacation, tuition reimbursement, and an on-site health clinic. Don't get stuck in the past. Leap forward with Altech. Visit jobs.altech.com. That's jobs.altech.com to apply.
As we're back, King City to kick off here. Aburn, kicker for the Wildcats. Already one kickoff return touchdown for Pattonsburg. High pooch kick. Be taken near the 25. Trying to get to the edge is Humphrey. And he'll step over a couple defenders and finally get taken in out of bounds. That's Wayne Scott on the stop for King City. 48 seconds to go in this first half. King City down by 2. Pattonsburg with the ball near midfield. We'll call it at the 33-yard line. Still 3 timeouts left here for Pattonsburg, so plenty of time for this offense to possibly put more points on the board and take a 2-score lead in halftime for the touchdown and a 2-point conversion if possible here for Pattonsburg. King City looking to get their second stop of the night against this Pattonsburg offense. Again, this is the 6th drive of the night for Pattonsburg. Halftime, Mount C up on EA 36-14. Fortner looking and caught in the flat, goes down immediately, slipping, sampling coverage. And that's Humphrey on the catch for Pattonsburg. 2nd and 7. Clock should be rolling here. Clock stopped there for some reason. Down to 40 seconds, down to 35. And a 34. Snapped at 32. Fortner, back to pass. Looks over the middle, incomplete, looking for Humphrey. Sampling coverage. Another update, Princeton now up 42-25 on Stanberry. And halftime, Wellington up 44-12, over Orick. And Lockwood up 56-6, second quarter over Liberal. Again, 56 consecutive points for Lockwood. 3rd down and 7 coming up here for Pattonsburg. Two receivers left. Fortner, back to pass. Going deep, right sideline, and incomplete. Wayne Scott with the coverage, looking for Will Mays out of the backfield. 4th down coming up here for Pattonsburg with 21 seconds remaining in this half. So I'm not even sure if Pattonsburg has a punt play in their playbook. We'll see if they use it here and try to pin King City back deep. There'll be a timeout by Pattonsburg. We'll take one with them here. 30-28 Pattonsburg with 21 seconds to go in this first half. 4th down coming up here on Missouri 8-Man Football Facebook Live.
This Missouri 8-Man Football Facebook Live broadcast is brought to you by Cotton Body Shop, LLC. Complete collision repair and restoration at 204 West Georgia Street in Oregon, Missouri. The Cotton Body Shop has served the Oregon community since 1961. Everything from diamond paints, aluminum body repair, unibody and frame repair, and pro spot welding. Call Troy Cotton today at 660-446-2008 or check them out online at cottonbodyshopllc.com.
As we are back here, almost halftime, 21 seconds to go in this first half. Pattonsburg leads 30-28 over King City. 4th down and about 7 here for the Panthers. Fortner, back to pass. Looking deep, left side, and incomplete. Wayne Scott in coverage, looking for Mays, running step for step. And no flag coming down. They're going to put 18 seconds on the clock now. 18 seconds on the clock here for the remainder of the first half. Clock ran too much there. So last 18 seconds of this first half. 30-28 lead for Pattonsburg. King City gets the ball back here and trying to score here before the end of the half. So again, turnover on downs. Ball is at the 37-yard line. They're going to call it 36. And Princeton scores again. Again, still first half. Princeton 48, Stanberry 25 is the score there. 18 seconds to go in this first half. Two receivers split to the right. King looking. It's going to be caught. Lateral backwards. Ball's loose and fumbled. And Pattonsburg's going to recover right near midfield. King City gives it right back with 11.4 seconds remaining and 2 timeouts. So Pattonsburg can get a couple of yards here, then go for the end zone and call it a timeout here. So we'll see what they decide to do here. A fumble on the lateral. Trying to set a little hook and ladder. Hook and lateral there. Just didn't quite work. Got hit right when he caught it. Forced the errant throw backwards. Fortner by himself in the shotgun. And it's going to be hit. That's a great job by Potter on the rush. So Colton Potter rushing hard off the edge. What did he get there? Got his hand up and was able to knock that pass down. Halftime, Lockwood all over Liberal, 56-6. So we'll see what Pattonsburg has here. 6.5 seconds to go. Fortner, back to pass. Looks over the middle. It's going to be caught by Mays. 2 seconds on the clock. Going to be a timeout by Pattonsburg. We'll keep it here for the final 2 seconds of this first half. Update between Northland and Rich Hill. Northland up 24-16 for halftime in that one between Rich Hill and Northland Christian. Rich Hill looking for their first win. Northland looking for their first win over a Missouri school. They beat Cornerstone out of Kansas earlier this year as their lone win by 2. Another close game for them. And at halftime, Princeton 48, Stanberry 25. Almost halftime here. Last play of the first half, pending a penalty. Update, Worth County 44, St. Joe Christian 20. Still second quarter. Thank you, Jeremy Baker, for the comment. 3rd and 4 coming here for Pattonsburg. Last play of the first half, pending a penalty. Fortner, back to pass. Steps up. Unloads deep for the end zone. It's going to be caught. Incomplete, out of bounds. Even if he catches it, the clock runs out. Into the first half. Pattonsburg 30, King City 28. And just so everyone knows, we are stopping the broadcast at halftime. We will pick it back up for the second half. I want a chance to save this on YouTube later, and I cannot do that with full game broadcasts. They're just too long here. So we'll be back for the second half. We're going to end this broadcast and restart the broadcast before the start of the second half. So we'll be back with second half action after a break here on Missouri 8-Man Football Facebook Live.